I'm like shaking. That is how nervous I am to film this video. But when I first started YouTube, one of my main things was to not be perfect, because I feel like today in social media, everyone looks like they have these perfect lives, these perfect marriages, the perfect children, and that's not my life, and that's not real life for 99% of the people out there. So I've been thinking a lot about that, and these words to a song, is it Alanis Morissette that sings it? I don't know. It's an old song. Like 90s? But in the song it says, these words, I think that's what it says. These words are my diary screaming out loud. That is what YouTube is for me. It is my literal freaking diary screaming out loud for the world. And this is the first time I'm scared to like say what I want to say. I am very open with you guys, and I have been since I started this channel, but you don't know our backstory before we started this channel, and that is something I want to delve into someday, but it's just really complicated and it involves a lot of people and feelings, and so I don't want to do that until I'm in a really good spot. So I'm going to be very vague, and hopefully it's not confusing by my vagueness. Basically, we moved to where we are now, 3 hours away from everything we knew, into this tiny town that we both don't want to be in, because I always had a dream of being a stay-at-home mom, and we sacrificed so much, especially Greg, to make that dream come true for me. And I know it sounds really, really silly, and it really, and it's not for everyone, and I don't think being a good mom or a bad mom has to do with whether you work or not. That's not it. But for me personally, I wanted to be at home with my children. I wanted it more than anything. And before we moved out here, I was working full time. So we sacrificed, like, I can't give you the full details of our background story, but we sacrificed so much to move out here. And I gotta be a stay-at-home mom. And I gotta be a stay-at-home mom for, 3.5, 4 years. And it was the best. And so, after Greg got hurt 9 months ago, like, I wish I could put into words how ridiculously stressful and hard every day has been for 9 months. Like, there's been such amazing, beautiful moments. Don't get me wrong. There have been days, even weeks, where, the stress was less. And mostly that was due to amazing, beautiful people in our lives. Because if you're a new subscriber, like, we had no income for 6 months. None. And it was just beautiful people who helped us, because we live in this tiny town and it's really hard to find a full-time job. So back in spring, early spring, when I found out, my current job was hiring, and I knew I had a pretty good chance of getting the job because I had experience in it, I was so excited, but I was so scared. I was so scared to get a full-time job, and I feel... This is so rambly. I should have written something down. I'm sorry. But I wanted it to be, like, real. I don't want some weird scripted something. Basically, what I wanted this video to be about was kind of like an update. I talked a little bit about it in a vlog, but my kids watch the vlogs and they love the vlogs, and so I don't like to put in hard things necessarily in the vlogs, or like myself talking for like 5 minutes, because that's really boring for the kids. But I want you guys to know, and I want my vlogs to be open and real and honest. So that is what this is. So I'm working full-time again, and I have a lot of feelings about it. It's been really hard on everyone. Like, it's not just me. Like, it's hard on Greg, because he feels so bad, because he knows, like, I want to be home. And it's really hard on the kids, because they were really used to having me home. And it's not that Greg doesn't do a great job at being a stay-at-home parent. It's just different, and it's an adjustment. And it just is frustrating, because it feels like everything we sacrificed, just like for the past 3 or 4 years, just got washed down the toilet. Like, we're right like literally I'm working the same like type of job I was working when we moved so I could be a stay-at-home mom. So I literally just feel like we went back in time 4 years and we're starting over again. And that's so hard. Like, that's such a hard pill to swallow and to be like okay with. And I think anytime you're in a situation where your future is drastically different all of a sudden than what you had pictured, it's really hard. It's really hard to accept and be happy about. And I don't want to come off ungrateful, because I am so grateful for my job, and it is something I'm passionate about, and it is something I really do like to do, but it's not what I want to be doing, because I just want to be home with my kids so bad. So yeah, those are my feelings about going back to work. It's gonna be really hard. It is really hard, but I am grateful. Part B of this video is that even though I'm working full-time now, it doesn't mean all of our financial problems have just disappeared. Far from it. I'm not making a ton. I'm not gonna like put it out there, but I'm not making a ton of money at this job. Not close to what Greg was making before he lost his previous job and got injured. Opposite way, before he got injured and lost his job because of the injury. And so it's really stressful because I feel like I'm sacrificing time with my children. And you know what, we can at least pay our basic bills. You know, it's like you don't think of all the little things you buy, like cleaning supplies, toilet paper, paper towels. You know, if something breaks, like we have to be able to save up for that. Oil changes for our car. Like, just all these little things add up. I dare you to go on your next shopping trip and try and realize, like, everything you have to buy besides just food and gas. Like, it's so much. And so while I am so grateful that I have a job and we are able to cover our basic necessities, we still don't have any money, and I am jealous constantly. Oh, this is like really personal. Like, this is real life here, because I am admitting a huge flaw. I am jealous. I am jealous of everyone. Like, everyone I see on Facebook or in real life, or just walking through the store, and I'm like, I mean, I don't know their backstory. I'm like, look at all that food you're buying. Or people walking out of their like super nice houses, or my Facebook friends buying really nice houses or going on vacation. Like, we don't have any of that. And I think it's something that's not talked about a lot. Like, I don't believe I'm the only person, or we're the only family out there that deals with financial issues, but it's such a taboo and a hush situation. I think it makes people feel awkward when they hear about it. And I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking for money, please. No. I need to know I'm not alone. And I just want to put out there that my life isn't perfect and my life is hard. Like, it's really hard right now. And I think the hardest part is I'm dealing with some depression, in the sense, like, I don't see how it's going to get better. Like, I know that's dramatic and untrue, but that's how it feels right now. Like, Greg's trying to get into school, but even once he starts that, we're still 2 years before he's graduated. That's 2 years of living with nothing, like with no extras, with never going out to eat and never going on vacation, and never being able to do anything that just feels normal. And I just want to feel normal. Like, I can't even go to the store and buy chapstick without like scrutinizing if I really need it, because every dollar counts to us right now. And I know people are gonna like judge every like purchase we make from this, because that's what happens. But just know, sometimes I do spend our money like unwisely. Like, today we went swimming and I paid $20 to go to the pool because I needed to feel normal. I needed my kids to feel normal for a change, because it hurts so much constantly having to tell them no. I mean, no to everything. Like as a parent, you just want to give them the world, and it's really hard when they constantly have to hear, like, we don't have money for that, we don't have money for that, like, we don't have money for that. So if you can't go on vacation this summer, or if you don't know, you know, how you're gonna afford X, Y, and Z, you're not alone. You are not alone. I'm pretty sure there's an army of us just trying to survive, like, to the next paycheck. I feel better. And again, I'm gonna preface this, like, we're gonna make it. Like, even if we have to live 2 years not spending a dime, cent, or nickel on anything fun, like, we're gonna make it. And I know it's gonna make us better, and it's gonna make us stronger as a couple and as a family, and it's gonna make us really value money when Greg gets done with school, and hopefully we're making a little more. Like, it's gonna make us so grateful. And I'm gonna start trying really hard to not be so depressed, because I haven't even been able to vlog lately, because I feel sad all the time, and jealous all the time, and frustrated and annoyed and anxious, and all those bad feelings that are not good all the time. And I don't even know if this video made sense, and I don't even know what kind of backlash we're gonna get, what kind of judgments. It's really hard, and I just want to be real with you guys. I want to level with you guys. I want you to know you're not alone. I want you to know my life isn't perfect. I clearly don't always look perfect. Like, you're not alone. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, I am right there with you, buddy. I'm right there hoping. And I try so hard to focus on the good, but tonight's just a bad night. It's a really bad night. I'm just feeling really, really discouraged. I love you guys. Thank you for watching the real and the honest and the ugly. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Oh, my child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve